Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder. And we've got some gremlins in the house. Gremlins in the house. Gremlins. Yeah, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, it's the Friday morning show, rather belatedly because of the gremlins. Yeah, so you might notice something is not quite right in the presentation, but hey, listen, where there's a will, there's a way. And I hope later on tonight, Arsenal find a way where there's a will. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to muck about in this one. We'll see the other side of this music intro. Yeah, indeedy. The gremlins are in the house, man. The gremlins. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, man. Friday. Looks good to me. Brentford versus Arsenal later on this evening. Yeah. Hey, guys, before we get into this one, let's give me for my singing because I'm thinking, oh, here we go again. Some gremlins in the system. But anyway, the most important thing that you guys can do right about now is subscribe. That's all you have to do. Just subscribe to Canon 4 TV. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Nothing else. Lend me your ear for about maybe 45 minutes, maybe to an hour, and subscribe. That's all you got to do. Be part of the community. All right, so here goes this part now. It's going to be a bit of something different and something new. So go for it. Let's see what happens. Anyway, first up, in regards to Squadron Mustafi. Squadron Mustafi finally finds a new club. Yes, he's close to agreeing a deal to sign for Genoa after his wages caused a problem for Levante. And the first thing that came to my mind was, you see, this was caused by Arsenal. Arsenal caused this. Now the guy is gone. The effects, the after effects. Yeah, level wages sounds very familiar, doesn't it? But anyway, it says a free agent now after he was released by relegated Schalke following a quite disastrous spell. Mustafi has been asking for wages in the region of 1.4 million, 1.4 million a year plus bonuses for any goals he scores. Any goals. This was too rich for Levante. It's too much for him. Too much. Who were in talks with the 29-year-old German for around 3 weeks. Genoa, however, said to be close to agreeing with a deal with Mustafi. And one report from Italy expects a deal to be closed out next week. Arsenal paid Mustafi £90,000 for 4.5 years. Too much money. Too much money, man. And like I said, this right here, this is a knock-on effect of how Arsenal do not do business properly. No. After the effects, man. And again, we can see what's happening in the transfer window. Again, I can just see so many people on Twitter going into overdrive, going in hard on Edu, who's out on holiday. Yeah, he's on holiday, man. Mikel Arteta. All roads leads to Brentford tonight, man. Listen, don't get me wrong. I would love Arsenal to prove me wrong. I want Arsenal to win. But if you're going to ask me for a prediction, we'll talk about that later on in the morning show. I always try and give an honest prediction. Yeah, I'll back my club, but realistically, we're not going to win all the games. The game for tonight, don't ask me. Don't ask me for a prediction. Don't ask me for a prediction. Anyway, the second bit of news, and again, it's a little bit strange, with the imagery. Let's see how we go with this one. This could be the format we'll go with, in the future. Is this the future? Yes. Anyway, where's this other guy now? Where's this other guy? Where is he? Can't find him now. Oh, here he is. There he comes. Yeah, man. Ben White. Now, Sean Wright Phillips. You remember Sean Wright Phillips? Do you recognise the second last name? No, the first last name, isn't it? Double-barreled name. Well, anyway, he says that the Arsenal's £50 million man Ben White is better than signing than United's a new World Cup winning defender, Rafael Varane, because he has an old school mentality and is used to a Premier League football, claims Sean Wright Phillips. Again, the first shot kind of slapped me in the face. Pow! But hang on a minute, is World Cup winner. Ben White hasn't won the World Cup. Rafael Varane played in the World Cup in the final. So, anyway. That's a weird one for me. Sean Wright Phillips has boldly claimed that Ben White is a better signing than Rafael Varane, as the former Man City star excited at the £50 million arrival at Arsenal. White, 23, sealed his mega money move to the Gunners following the Euros in the summer, having impressed at Brighton last season under Marcelo Bielsa at Leeds. Eyebrows have been raised, however, at the huge fee Arsenal have shown out. Me too. Did you not see my eyebrows? You didn't see them. But I just thinking, Sean, man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you serious? Ben White is a better signing than Rafael Varane. The report says it itself in black and white. Varane is a World Cup winner. Ben White isn't. Didn't even feature much. I think maybe he got some minutes in Euros. So, yeah. Sean, sorry, man. Sean, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense, man. What are you talking about, man? No, I think you need to come back again, Sean. Come back again. Okay. The next news is in the person who is at the helm at Arsenal. Is he at the helm? No, it's not at the helm. Yeah, Mikel Arteta. This one, listen, I'm not going to be watching this anyway. Mikel Arteta says he was not given a say in Arsenal's decision to take part in Amazon's documentary. Alarm bells! If you wouldn't want for everyone to know what's going on at Arsenal, that's the response you'll come up with. Oh, no one told me. Because if they asked me, I would have said no. Mikel, come on, man. Come on. The cameras are moving across North London. Yeah, from Tottenham to the Emirates, next series of All or Nothing, which takes viewers behind the scenes at the Premier League club. Arteta has been part of it before at Man City. But he admits it was not the one who signed off this time. Mikel Arteta admits he had no say on whether to let the cameras film their every move over the course of the campaign. Amazon's All or Nothing series is switching from Tottenham to their North London rivals, giving viewers an insight into what's life's like at the Emirates. It has not always been straightforward behind the scenes at Arsenal. And I tell you what, again, I won't be watching it. I'm sure people are going to be on the phone and say, Alex, have you watched it? No, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. I'm not going to spend my time watching that. So don't. Yeah, man. All or nothing. All or nothing. Nothing and nothing. All or nothing. Nothing. A negative plus a negative equals a negative. And nothing plus a nothing equals a nothing. Nothing and nothing. Not all or nothing. You know what I'm talking about. Deary me. And the last bit of news, I tell you what, this must be a joke. Someone please tell me that this is a joke. Yeah, Aubameyang. This is coming up from the Metro over here in the UK. Are still willing to listen to offers for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Arsenal head into the open season, the match Friday. Yeah, in a state of flux with major doubts surrounding almost every department of starting 11. This got to be a joke, man. Has to be a joke. Arsenal are willing to listen to offers for. Listen, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And if it was true, maybe that could explain why he's not really seen himself, why he hasn't really put himself about. But that's what the report says. The Metro says it here in black and white. Also willing to listen to offers for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, your captain, your talisman. He ain't my captain. He ain't my talisman. No. So am I flummoxed? I'm surprised because when I read that, I thought, nah, that is paper talk. But again, on the other side, playing devil's advocate, could I explain why he's not been himself? Hasn't really been running, tracking, hasn't scored any goals. Didn't score any goals in the pre-season. And it'd be typical Aubameyang, literally, tonight he scores a hat-trick, isn't it? But that's what the report says. The report says that Arsenal are willing to listen to offers for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Wow, my goodness. Well, anyway, guys, that was the news of today. I said, Friday the 13th. It's going to be a horror show. Coming to a screen near you, 8 p.m. Be there or be square. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Anyway, so that was it. That's the news of today. Oh, my alarm's going off for. So, a slightly, a late kickoff here on Cannon 4 TV. Some gremlins in the house. The gremlins in the house. I'll have to wait and see what happens. But, this could be the format, how we go forward. Or maybe not. But anyway, guys, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to go into the live chat and see what people are thinking. What are people thinking? Your thoughts. Come into the live chat and let us know. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. See you on the other side of this break. So there we're back. We're back. And the gremlins continue, man. The gremlins are continuing. But hey, we're still here. We're still here, rocking and rolling. All right, let's go into the live chat for the first time this morning on a Friday morning. Yeah, belatedly, with the Gremlins League. Gremlins League? No, the Gremlins. No Lee in that. Nah. All right, we've got our headline VAR back in the house. And actually, I can see like there's 3 moderators, I think. One moderator and one presenter, owner of Cannon 4 TV. What's going on, people? Monty, what's happening, brother? Hope you enjoy your little break away. And I think you might have found something in your, I don't know, are you back home now or are you still on your holidays? Anyway, Monty says, well, go on, Alex and Cannon 4 TV family. I hope all is well. Everything is cool and dandy, brother. Please do a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here. And we have Ashidi also in the house, coming live and direct from somewhere in the UK, from a building site. Scaffolding. Hey up, Gooners. Hey up, Gooners. That's nice. I'm calling Monty a gremlin. I'm calling you the gremlin, mate. No, Innocent, live from Uganda. You coming live from Uganda? Okay, that's good. That's good. Ajax, stop feeding the gremlins after midnight. I think that the singing might. Watch it. Watch it. You and your ketchup. Sort your ketchup out. And please not encourage Alex to sing. Trinidad Pagunas here with us. Thank you for your time and interaction on this wonderful channel of ours. Yeah, you know, the numbers are just, they've just been incredible, man. Incredible. Quickly moving out, making our way to 14,000 and then some change. I think we're at the halfway mark, almost. 13,000 and some change. Wonderful, guys. Thank you so very much for that. Monica's just saying, yeah, 20. Let's get 20 likes here. Let's get 20 likes. Also, check out our merchandise. The link's in the description box. Make a purchase if you're able to do so. Also, the super chat button. Pow! How'd you like that, Ralph? How'd you like that sound effect? Yeah, that got rid of some of the gremlins, didn't it? Back home, I love the Arsenal top. All right, nice one, nice one. There you go, Ralph. See, confirmation that Monty's got his gift for me. Yeah, a big up Cannon for TV. So yes. Again, just the last segment of news, man. I was thinking, really, Arsenal willing to listen to offers? I mean, you might see a little smile on my face because I can't believe that's just paper talk, man. That is just paper talk. No, I don't believe that. Don't believe it at all. But again, on the other hand, could it explain why we've seen an out of sorts Aubameyang? Hasn't really been putting in a shift. Can't buy a goal. He doesn't look like himself. I don't know. Looking a bit strange, man. Looking a bit strange. And also, Sean Wright Phillips. Come on, Sean, man. Come on. You reckon Ben White is better school than Rafael Varane? He's a World Cup winner. That tells you something. Ben White didn't feature, if at all, in the Euros. Got like a bit part performance. And he got called up because there was a defensive injury. Yeah. Trent Arnold, don't you remember that? Come on, man. £50 million. Yeah. And Scott Mustafi. He's found a club. He's found a home. What was the sticking point? The level of wages. Wages, man. And I blame Arsenal for that. Yeah, the knock-on effect, the lasting effects. You bring in a player, you give him that level, then he's going to want to remain. You imagine, like, well, I mean, I've never been in this situation. What? Anyway, when people divorce and they are accustomed to that lifestyle, once they separate, they want to maintain that lifestyle. Yeah, so now Mustafi has been divorced from Arsenal. He wants to maintain. He wants to be kept in that lifestyle. 1.2 million pounds. Yeah. I'm not impressed. Not impressed, Arsenal, man. What's going on? What's going on? Faisal, good morning. It says, go Gunners, go Gunners, go Gunners. Arteta must have been watching Cannon for it to put up. Monty, do you think we've been that bad towards Aubameyang? I mustn't laugh, but I've got to be careful because, I've spoken to my brother about certain guidelines. I don't want to be seen to be like bullying. I haven't been bullying. We don't bully anyone here. But, listen, like we say, no player gets a free pass here. Whether it's a favourite player or a player that's less, able to bring us to the next level, nobody gets a free pass. However, when the player performs quite admirably and quite well, in the game, then we'll say it can't be all one-way traffic. It could be two-way traffic, man. One-way, road down a dead end, and oh my goodness, what's going to happen in here? It's going to be a two-way street, man. Two-way street. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Comparing Bronny and Ben White is like chalk and cheese. Absolutely. I was thinking, Sean Wright Phillips. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? No. That can't be the way, man. That's not the way. Ronnie, Ben White, no. Sorry. Listen, he's entitled to his point of view, his opinion, but he's way off on that one, man. Way off on that one. Nah. All right. Okay, I get the feeling that, people are tired. Imagine how I feel, man. Oh, almost every single day, churning out all this stuff on Canon 4 TV. Nobody here to help me. Jared, good morning to you, my friend. Soon to be appearing on Canon 4 TV. I kid you not. Once we're up and running with all the live shows, the Easy Talk. To be honest, I have missed having other contributors, actually joining me on the Friday, but I've got my hands full, coming live almost every single day, giving you transfer news, and then doing the pre-recorded videos. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I think White will have a better season. Varane is a world-class CB, but he isn't vocal, and he does do well with players with pace and skills, and he has never played in the Premier as opposed to White. But Jared, I don't know, man. That's the only thing he's got against him, but he's not playing in the Premier League. He's not playing in the Premier League, obviously. But I'm thinking, Ben White, yeah, anyway. Faisal says, bye, Harry Kane. No, thank you. No, thank you. Bully, not at all. We just don't get caught up in all the headlights. Keeping it real is what we do here on Canon 42. Thank you for that, Monty. I said, like London buses. You wait for a bus, London bus, and they come in 2s and 3s and 4s. And my moderators, I wait for my moderator, and they come in 2s and 3s and 4s. Good morning, Static. Morning. How are you, brother? You never gave me a prediction. I'm sure. Did I not ask you for a prediction for tonight's game the other day? What's your prediction? Or maybe you did give me a prediction. I think you probably did. Yeah. Prediction, guys. There's like 24, 25 of you now watching. Prediction, please. Prediction time for the game tonight. Friday the 13th. Zara show. Oh my days. You know what I'm going to do? What are you going to do, Az? I'm going to go to the poll, the latest poll that we did. What's the poll? So actually just 16 hours ago. 16 hours ago. So less than a day, of course. Prediction. Brentford versus Arsenal. Choose only one. So out of 1,100 votes, people, you guys are absolutely insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Yeah, 1,100 votes. Of course, there can only be 3 options. Win, lose, or draw. So the draw comes in at 10%. A win for Brentford, 11%. And 78% of the followers across all the platforms, you think Arsenal will win. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. And again, I don't see, if Arsenal lose, I don't see it as a defining moment for Mikel Arteta. I just don't see it that way. It's not simple as, oh, right, he loses that. Oh, my goodness, his job's going to be in jeopardy. I just don't see it as simply as that. Maybe I'm just a simpleton. I don't know. But I don't see it that way. After everyone has seen it not work for the longest time, Arteta still continues to play Auba at left wing. What is wrong with this guy? Oh, dearie me. One of our former, not ours, one of the UK's former prime ministers, Tony Blair, when there's all this stuff about the Iraq war and, the weapons of mass destruction, this, that, and the other. And I remember him saying, look, I'm like a car. You know, once I stay on the path, I continue on that path. There's no getting off the tracks. That's the path I continue on, thinking, but you know what, you should have seen and known yourself. You know, and we will call him the lapdog of W. Bush. Yeah, and I see Mikel Arteta, the same thing. He's like tunnel vision. He's on the tracks. He can't get off the tracks. Oh my goodness. I'm going over the cliff. Oh, I can't get off the tracks. Dear. Good morning, Prosper. Prosper says prediction of not Brentford. Brentford 1 and Arsenal 2. Alrighty. Good morning, Alex. I'm good. Very busy with work and family dramas this week. No, I never gave you a prediction, but 1-1. Okay, a lot of people have been saying that actually 1-1 draw, static. But with that 1-1 draw, I think I'll just pass. Yeah. Nearly 14 subs now, Alex. Your channel is flying now, my friend. Great to see. Thank you, Chris. I hope you're well. But I'm not. I think my brother's probably gone off now. Oh yeah, because he's gone to work. But we have always said, and I kid you not, Chris, hand on my heart. Apart from, I'll say maybe 2 years ago, where I remember this every Monday around between 5 and 5:30, we had a segment called fan comments, and I would like highlight certain comments that people put on the channel, be myself and another contributor, and we had maximum going live, maximum maybe 10 to 12 people, and one man and his dog, and in those 10, 12 people was some of my family members, my mum, some of the time, my sister, some of the times. And I've always said, Chris, that even if it meant I only had an audience of 2 people, and they were my mum and my sister, me and my brother, and my wife, I would be happy with that. Really, 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 I kid you not, hand on heart. But we always say this, and you know, Monty always echoes those comments there, that really, without Canon for a TV, it wouldn't work if there was no you. There has to be you for us to be here. And if there was no you, of course, obviously, we wouldn't be here. That's what makes Canon for a TV, Canon for a TV, because we have put in the hard work, we haven't cut corners, there's been, you know, lots of highs and a lot of downs, and that is the journey. That is the journey right there. And nobody, I repeat, nobody can take that away from us. Nobody can take that away from us. You know, we are doing what we do. We don't compare ourselves with anybody else. We're not competing. We're just creating. We're just creating what we've done here for the last, it's going to be almost 4 years. 4 years. And I'll tell you what, Chris, it has gone so very quick. Very, very quick. So, yeah, I mean, back in the day, me saying that we're almost 14,000 subscribers, I could never envision myself saying those words. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for your support, your undivided support. Anyway, Andrew G, all the way from New Zealand. I hope you're well, my friend. Thank you for the comment about Chris Cairns, man. Yeah, I actually forgot to tell my brother. Yeah, on my support. But anyway, go Arsenal. I've got to go to bed. Towards the first half, I live in the morning. Oh, right, yeah, movie of the day. Then we'll come back and watch the second half before All Blacks match. Okay. Also, through Brentford 1. Enjoy the match, Alex. And same to you, Andrew. Get some rest, yeah? Prosper says Arteta's problem is that he plays FIFA too much. Prosper, maybe he doesn't play it enough. Maybe he doesn't play it enough because that's, I mean, I haven't played FIFA in God how many years, but you know, maybe he doesn't play it enough. One says a massive shout out to our 30,300 strong subscribers and followers across all the platforms. Without you, there could never ever be a Canon Fodder TV, and that's the truth, Ruth. And again, it's not what Ralph has done. It's not what I have done. is not what the contributors have done. It's not what the moderators have done. It's been a team effort in this. No one particular person. It's been a team effort to get us to this point. I remember you reaching 5K and you were so, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm really grateful and blessed to be part of Cannon Fodder TV. Get choked up a little bit now. What's going on, Alex? Sort yourself out. Thank you for ever so much, Alex. So much. Now, listen. Like I said, it's been a team effort. No one particular person can take the credit. It's been everyone. I mean, I couldn't moderate. I found it difficult the other day because there's no moderators there. But when I do have my moderators there, it shows how much hard work that you guys actually put in to kind of fend off all that silly behavior there. You know, we do our stuff here, Ralph, myself, and the contributors, but we're all piece of the puzzle here. So yeah, no problem, Monty, man. DMC Harper says, hi, Alex, I'm late, very excited today. Yes. Yeah. How many hours now? 9 hours. Willie, good morning. So greeting from Edinburgh. Alex, 2-1 to the Arsenal tonight. Positive thinking, mates. I've tried. And I had a wager with myself and the chairman of the board, Muwe Guna, and predictions. And people didn't like it when I predicted that Arsenal would lose. And what happened? Arsenal lost on more than one occasion. I didn't get my predictions most of the time right, but I try and give you an honest prediction. But yeah, I understand what you mean. Positive thinking, matey. Right, 2-1. Alex, if you do, if you had to sell one, we sell Lacazette or Auba for me. Again, like I said, you know, with this, well, I don't believe. I think for me, it's just paper talk. It has to be paper talk, man. Yes, Aubameyang. The Metro here in the UK has said that Arsenal are willing to listen to offers. Yeah, to sell Aubameyang. I'm thinking, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. On the other hand, it might explain his lack of performance, his lack of goals in the preseason. What could it be? I'm thinking, it could explain that. But I'm 70% thinking it's just paper talk. Just to try and unsettle the fan base again, destabilize, because we're easy to destabilize, aren't we? Easy to destabilize. But yeah, man, Aubameyang, not for me. Not for me. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But for me, yeah, Jared, I would sell Aubameyang. Because, legendary status, you want to be a legend? The stuff about turn up late for North London Derby and all the other indiscretions, that are part of his personal problems, i.e., malaria. I understand that, but not captain material for me. Not captain material for me. Okay, 3-1 to the Arsenal. Okay, DMC Harper says. Now all this is out of the way, Alex. Just seen a tweet from Fabrizio Romano that Odegaard is now our #1 midfield target, and that Madison was never close. I saw that this morning as well. But I didn't read it, and I don't actually read stuff from the aforementioned journalist you mentioned there. But I saw it from a different source. Oh my goodness, yeah, Madison wasn't our #1 target anyway. Odegaard, Martin Odegaard is our #1 target. What if he was? How come we couldn't convince him to sign? £250 million. There's not enough money in the coffers to buy the player. Anyway. Greetings, Extra says. Greetings, Alex. 3-0 to the Arsenal, but Arteta must be sacked for sure. Oh, Ezra. If Arsenal do win 3-1 to the Arsenal 3-1, how can you sack Arteta? Do you understand what I mean? You're asking for Arsenal. Well, your prediction is 3-1. They get the win, but you still want Arteta to be sacked. Do you know what I'm saying, innit? It's like anyway. Sulihu says we need to sell Lacazette for Abraham. I'm not sold on that idea, you know. I'm not sold on that idea. You got to remember, Lacazette was our top scorer last season. Do you know what? At least Lacazette has been consistent. He hasn't scored more than 20 goals for Arsenal since he arrived back in 2018-19, I think. Hasn't scored, but he's scored goals consistently. But for me, Lacazette or Tammy Abraham, I'm not sold on the idea. Again, like I was asked a question about Auba or Lacazette, who would I sell? I would sell Aubameyang. We don't have time to have and have passengers. We can't carry passengers. The last time we were on this, oh my goodness, it was with our former number 10 carrying a passenger. We can't afford to be one man down. And if you're playing the person at the right back, we're going to be two men down. So we don't have time to carry passengers. Have you ever tried to carry a passenger? They're too heavy, isn't it? They're quite heavy. So I would sell Aubameyang. I would sell him. You sell Lacazette for... No, Felix. I wouldn't. 51 Goodness here. Please smash those thumbs up, please. Good morning, Anthony. Ødegaard on loan again. Same old Arsenal. Same old Arsenal. Hey, listen, guys. Listen. I put it out on Twitter. I put it... where else did I put it? Oh, yeah, in one of the reports this week, I said, a Lautaro Martinez, a Martin Ødegaard, a Ruben Neves, a James Maddison, a Jose Mawar, etc., etc., etc. Even Lionel Messi himself cannot solve Arsenal's ills, cannot cure Arsenal's chronic problems. The squad needs a severe overhaul. The club needs a severe change in culture. None of these players are going to change Arsenal. Period. Subscribe if you're new here, please. And Monty, actually on that, can you put your link to your channel now that you're back in full effect? In a live chat, Monty. 2 goals and 2 assists in his loan spell, and we're looking to bring him back. Apparently, it shows where we are as a club at the moment. Alex, I know, Chris. You know, one goalkeeper, the situation with Sam Johnston and Ramsdale. Again, the whole squad needs a severe overhaul. Just dig it up and start again. Break it down and build up again. You know, you're just going to be papering over the cracks. And Chris, I said this, I think it was on Wednesday or Tuesday, that I hold Arsenal still after all these years, 17 years and counting since the last time we won the Premier League, I still hold Arsenal to a very high standard. And I guess that's where the frustration comes from, because I want Arsenal to be at that very high standard. They need to be, they should be there, but they don't deserve to be there. They don't deserve to be there because of the recruiting, you know, the recruiting of an inexperienced manager, the ownership. We don't deserve to be there. But I'll forever be holding Arsenal to a very high standard. We should be up there, not down here. But with that comes a lot of frustration, a lot of angst. And again, I'm just seeing certain people that I never thought, you know, since we've been doing, you know, our channel here almost 4 years, I never thought those people would have been ranting and raving on their podcast. These guys I've seen are quite reserved. You know, they know how to deliver, talk about very, you know, intellectually about Arsenal. Not something that I am quite good at. I'm going to joke around. But I never thought these guys would have been ranting and raving the way that, and it tells you, put the thermometer in there in the fan base, the thermometer will explode. It will explode. But for me, Chris, I will always hold Arsenal to a very high standard. And that's why I always say I critique them. The squad is not good. This player is not good. And people say, oh, you like to moan. No, I'm not moaning. I'm just highlighting the reason why we finished 8th, 2 seasons on a trot, 17 years and counting. Players are coming here. We can't get rid of them. All these facets gives us the sum total of Arsenal being in an absolute mess. That's all it is. But with all that comes the frustration, the annoyance, the anger. I understand it. But what I can't take is when people are attacking other fans, using vulgar language. Oh, you're this, you're that. No. Surely we come under one banner, supporting Arsenal. And surely we want the best for Arsenal. And actually, I saw the other day that the Arsenal Supporters Trust have put a tweet out this Friday. We're back in action. Remember, abuse, report it, because they know what's about to happen. Arteta couldn't have gotten away with all this last season because the stadiums have been empty. And that's going to be a real tester for Mikel Arteta the start of the new season. We're going to see fans back in the stadiums. He can't run away from that anymore. And again, I'm not saying, oh, I want Arteta out or I'm Arteta in. I'm Arsenal all the way. I've lost my point. Okay, here we go. How are you, Monty? You good, my friend? Yes, nice one. John Wayne's back in the house. It's the real John Wayne, by the way. Prosper again says, I agree with the consistency, but I want young players finding their feet now. Before I read on, Prosper, they're not going to find their feet if the manager doesn't play them. How are they going to find their feet if he doesn't play the players, the young players? And then you've got so-called experienced players taking the position that I'm sure I would love a young player to come into the spot and say, all right, I'm here. I'm going to show you what you should have been doing, what you should have been showing me to do. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah? But again, it calls for a ruthless owner, a ruthless manager to say, okay, you know what? We've seen enough. Now it's to clear out the deadwood. No matter what it takes, if it means we have to, barter and speak to another club, accept whatever money they're going to offer us for this particular type of player, or we buy their contracts, do it. Do it. Not ruthless. Not ruthless. James Maddison transfer market to Arsenal. I observe Arteta has too much empathy for Aubameyang and is still keeping him as the captain. Empathy with a capital E. Empathy. I completely agree with you. Empathy, like I said, George Graham, there are so many words that echoes in my head when I look at the 89 documentary. Mickey Thomas just saying, you know what, George Graham didn't care whether you liked him or not, didn't suffer fools gladly, but he loved the togetherness. Very, very strict manager. So much so, even Ian Wright said that, I was scared of George Graham as well. You're not here to be friends with the players, Mikel Arteta. You're here to manage them. Manage the players. It's not all about we're going to be here for the good times. You have to be here for the bad times and manage the situation and the player in the bad times. And if that means you have to drop the player or actually sell the player, then do it. Because you've shown me, you've shown us that there are certain players that you're a little bit off key with. You put them out on loan, then you eventually sell them. You don't want them back. Again, someone said to me, is it because, I don't know, was Aubameyang promised something? Was he promised something and it didn't materialize? Doesn't matter. It does not matter. You still play because you're still being paid by the club. You're still being paid, which means you still have to perform. Too much empathy. That's a good point. Really good point. Chris, all good. Thanks. The reason Arteta must be out, he is not and will never keep the consistency. Take this from me. Look at the potential transfers that could make a significant impact in our club. But this dude doesn't see it. This dude, well, he's a dud. You put dud. That's it. This dud. Alex, do you think this is the season fans will get to breaking point with the club? I think that the fans have been at breaking point. The only one factor which really shouldn't have stopped them, because remember, I was at almost all the protests. People, only protesting when they think they should do, is the fans have not been in the stadium, apart from the last game of the season. But I think we're already at breaking point. We're already at breaking point. But the cookie cutter is going to be now the fans are going to be back in the stadiums. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Edison says a win to Arsenal today. There's Monty's link to his YouTube channel, people. Again, Monty can't make it any more easier for you guys. Yeah? You can see it there. In the live chat, click it, go over and subscribe. Period. Actor says never Abraham. But where is the problem? It is with the team's financial crisis or Arteta or Edu. Well, Actofers, I've got to say it's all those elements there. It's all those elements there. How can you do so well in one department and do terrible in another department? That's inhibiting. That's stopping the progress that we're having there. But all those departments there, Arteta, Edu, financial crisis, never Abraham, Tammy Abraham, no, recruiting or not recruiting, selling or not selling, all those facets there matter. They all matter. Our good touch, Alex. I always said I hold Arsenal accountable for where we are. We tore down a beautiful. Oh, don't get me started, Chris. You see, you're getting me to this point, Chris. We're talking about a beautiful iconic stadium to move to the Emirates, compete with the world's best. Yeah, I think maybe we should have asked for more definition. The world's best what? The world's best club? Actually, the world's best or the world's worst club? Yeah, I always get choked up. Yeah, Hyper Stadium, man. So many memories there. I am Len Mentality Guna. Okay, I'm Len. Okay. Stan says, is Arsenal going forward or backwards? Backwards. Been going backwards for the longest time. Not only under Arteta. I need to. That's a footnote. Not only under Mikel Arteta. Why sell Lacazette to buy Abraham? Who can ever imagine that? Yeah, I wouldn't sell Lacazette for Abraham. That's great, Monty. Okay, nice one on that one. The reason he must be out, he can't and will never keep the consistency. Look out the potential transfers. We missed that one. But all right, we just repeated the same thing, Ezra. Be careful not to spam the live chat, please. Okay. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The problem with getting rid of the deadwood players is that Arsenal hold them very high regard. That is the other problem, isn't it? They've been used them as bosses for potential Madison swap deals. Very naive from the club. But this guy, Richard Garlick, he's got, I can't remember where he came from. It just seems like, whoever comes with like a good reputation becomes assimilated in the system of Arsenal. This kind of just get molded into the Arsenal way. Thinking, someone needs to break cover, man. Got to break cover. Okay, Ricardo, I'm not. I'm not sure what you're saying there, but okay. Okay. Deadwood still needs to be cleared as soon as possible. And Bag says that Arsenal should focus on playing interesting football and young players progress. Results cannot be a focal with the squad. Definitely out of the top of the pops with these players. Yeah. Moy says, thank you to 69 good as here with us, and we really do appreciate your time. I wanted to go back very quickly. What was the other comment I saw there? Yeah, just this one here again from Popeye Guna, again just saying that Arsenal holds these quite average players in a very high regard, and is it any wonder why they put them on humongous levels of wages? And again, it's the same old story. When we try to sell them, clubs are thinking, what really? No, we can't negotiate with that. We can't compete with that. But surely, where there's a will, there's a way. Even if it means Arsenal say, all right, okay, we're going to buy out the contract, and you can choose whichever club you want to go to, or barter something. If a club are willing to pay £5 million for a player, just get it done, get it over the line. Again, so we just can close the chapter and move on. We're not able to move on. We missed out on 50 million for Xhaka. Terrible, absolutely terrible. I want to give him a new contract because we couldn't get 20 million. Doesn't make sense. It's a COVID market. Take the money and reinvest elsewhere. This was meant to be the biggest overhaul in our history, and we've bought one starter and 2 backups. And then people ask me, where's the club going? Where is the club going? We're going back. Obviously, we're going backwards. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, because I did say at the beginning, or actually before the transfer window started or opened, I said, be lucky if Arsenal sold 2 players. Be really lucky. And, the proof's in the pudding. Look, voila. We're in a situation where, well, Xhaka is here. Bellerin is most likely going to be here at the beginning of the season. Well, season's today, isn't it? Kolasinac's still going to be here. Fringe players are still going to be here. The club is going backwards. Quickly. I understand the focus on getting Deadwood out, but shouldn't the focus be on who should come in? Isn't the ambition to at least seek a top 4 place? But Anthony, I always give this analogy about, you imagine you have a ship full of cargo. The ship is almost sinking. What should be the first thing you're thinking, apart from jumping overboard? Chucking off the cargo. Arsenal are sinking quickly. The first thing we have to do is take stock of the players we have. Sell them on. That should have been the first focal point. You've got enough cargo on the ship. And there you are, piling them on. Oh, more cargo on the ship. Another cargo on the ship. Oh, the ship's sinking. No matter. Oh, put some more cargo. The first thing Arsenal should have done was highlight, flag up the players. Not only this transfer window, because transfers with Arsenal don't get done just like that. We like to, draw things out. We'll take our time, and the last day, last hours of the last day of the transfer window, we're looking for cheap buys. Get the deals done earlier, before the transfer window. Okay, well, you know what? We're not sure about this player. We'll probably need to talk to the agent. We're feeling like it's probably time to sell him. And if the player shows some kind of disregard, then you just drop the player, or it doesn't feature, because he's realised, actually, you know what, the club who pays my bill, who pays me, they want to let me go. Oh, I'm not gonna play. That's okay. So then we don't play the player. But get Start negotiating from the beginning, before the transfer window, because you know how so slow you are in getting transfers done, players getting out of Arsenal. Do it earlier, not later. Don't have the fan base, literally in wildfire, thinking, oh my goodness, here we go again, another transfer window. Oh God, are we going to sign someone? Are we going to pass some more cargo on top of the already sinking ship? I know what I would do. Get off the cargo, and if the ship is still sinking, then man overboard. Man overboard. But our focal point should not be bringing players in. Our focal point should be selling the dead wood. The players who we've known have failed under previous regimes. Towards the end of Arsene Wenger's reign, Unai Emery, player power, disrespectful, and now Mikel Arteta, of his own volition though, because he's choosing to play the same players. Different season, different year, same players. If we get Madison Odegaard and a backup goalkeeper, we must finish top 4. Emmanuel, we must. We must. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You saw what happened. If I'm not sure you saw the game, the last friendly game against Tottenham. Our problems are striking, scoring, and some of the midfield as well, and some of the lack of communication whilst we're in game. The manager, the captain, no communication. And like I say again, a Lautaro Martinez, a Martin Odegaard, a Ruben Neves, a James Maddison, a Jose Mawar, a Ratatatata. Even Messi himself could not cure Arsenal of its ills. No. The whole squad needs a severe overhaul. And that's not going to happen anytime soon. So all this stuff about, Maddison and Odegaard and the backup goalkeeper, we're in top 4, it's not going to happen, my friend. It won't happen. And we've got rid of no one for money other than Joe Willock. The rest have gone on loan. How do you understand and rate Xhaka's new contract and where we're going with him? Well, first of all, I don't rate the fact that we gave him the contract extension. I just kind of could feel it in my spider senses that Arsenal didn't try hard enough, because Arteta himself said, Granit Xhaka is pivotal to our team. He's important to our team. Again, I don't want to make it like I'm pointing fingers at Granit Xhaka, but because you're asking a question, he'd have been better suited in playing in the Spanish or Italian league, because it's a lot slower there. It's a lot slower and more tactical. He'd have been better suited there. But yeah, contract extension. Arteta must be thinking, what is the fan base upset about? I never wanted Xhaka to go. I didn't want him to go. He's important to our squad. Where we're going with him, I have no idea. I have no idea where we're going with him. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here, people. Turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications, okay? Don't say, Alex, when's your next upload? When's your next, well, we did one last week. Oh, I missed it. Did you turn on notifications? Oh, I didn't. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything on Cannon 4 TV. Yeah, you miss it. You imagine, it's going to be a premiere. My goodness, what's the first thing you're going to do? Buy a ticket. Well, we don't sell tickets here, but what you can do is turn on the notifications. That's what you can do right here, right now on Cannon 4 TV. Yeah. Right, it's 8:04 over here. We're going to be shutting this one out quite soon, actually. We're getting for an hour now. I thought teams can smell the collapse, so they are waiting for the moment to come so they can get players for 10 million or less. 10 million. I mean, a lot less, less than that. Oh dear. All right, what's happening now? We've got the Gremlins in the house. I think we're going to have to probably stop this because, again, the Gremlins are just kind of holding everything up. Oh, I'm back again. You guys giving up on Ramsdale yet? Oh, Ramsdale, the deal's collapsed, hasn't it? It's collapsed. He's not going through now. We'll be lucky to have 2 points after 4 games. Oh, God. Top 4. Where and when? In the next 5 years. I'm predicting 12th, says Doc, Photography 82. Jared says, Arsenal now reminds me of Liverpool from 2010 to 13. Mid-table average. They took a risk and so Torres. I like Torres as a striker, man. And just built the team over slowly but surely. I think we should follow that model. But Jared, I think we should follow Leicester City's model, to be honest. 12th will be a blessing. Do you think the Cronkies are gambling on the idea that the Arteta-Edu combination will be similar to a Wenger role that worked for them for many years? This way, they can't invest. They invest very little. Possibly. I just think the Cronkies don't really care. One of our contributors was on the forum with Josh Kroenke. You know, when he came on, he kind of explained, about the Super League this, and we do apologise, be excited. I just don't think they really care. Because if they did, we would have seen like an Abramovich type owner. First of all, was the optics. You see the owner at the majority of the home games, if not Silent Stan, at least his son. But we don't see them. Which leads me to believe that we have owners who don't care about Arsenal. But is it a gamble? I have no idea. No idea, Popeye. And Arteta will be gone in January and we will lose tonight 2-1. Oh. Didn't want to mention Anthony Green's work. No, but you have now, Colin. You have now. If people thought finishing 8th the past 2 seasons, then buckle up. It's going to be much worse. Hold on. Strap yourselves in. Thank you, Alex, for a great segment, and thank you to the Goons for spending time with us. So that's Monty's way of saying, Alex, you're going to wrap it up now. And you know what? I intend to wrap it up. All the gremlins, man. What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to fans all over the Arsenal's world. Emmanuel says, most of Arsenal fan base talks negative about the club. It's a fact we have a deadwood in the squad, but it's time to support team. The toxicity is affecting our best players. Let's be positive. So we'll leave it on that note. We'll leave it on that note right there, okay? Again, the Gremlins are just kind of starting to get hold again of everything running on here on Cannon 40 TV. Guys, on the Friday morning show, it's been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Do not look for me to do a post-game reaction tonight. I ain't doing one. I will be watching the game, but I ain't doing a post-game reaction. And going forward this season, I'm going to be doing less of post-game reactions, live reactions. I won't be doing that anymore. No. Not that I won't be doing it, but I'll be cutting down on that. Pre-game reactions, I'm not so sure where I stand on that. But in regards to live post-game reactions, no. I've got better things to do, like the gardening, cleaning up the plates, washing my hair. More important things to be doing than a live post-game reaction. Nah, I'm not falling for that. Mind you, I've got 3 more weeks to go before my holidays finish, before I'm back at my placements. Placements make it sound like I'm in prison, isn't it? Not my placement in the school that I work in. So, yeah. And that's it, people. And that's the truth, Ruth. Guys, thank you so very much for joining me on this Friday morning show. Having Monty back, Ashley D, and Static for a short time, and whoever else was there. Thank you. Thank you for that one. But what you guys can do right about now, like it says, subscribe. You've only got to subscribe. Be part of the community over here. Yeah? And let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best tonight. Brentford versus Arsenal. Friday the 13th. Coming to a screen near you. Get your tickets now. buy one, get one free. Oh, dear me. Guys, listen, thank you for, sticking with me, the gremlins. It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. Anyway, anywho, you guys, thank you. Thank you so very much. And you have been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.